Good morning. This is Larry Woods, and I will be singing some songs for you that I either wrote gospelized or songs that were written by others that I like. Come on up to the hill in Stockton today. We'd just love to have you there. The first service starts at 9, and around 10:30 I sing a few songs. Then at 11 o'clock, the second service starts. Sharice Norman and team do both services on one Sunday, and then Faith Schweitzer and team do services on alternate Sundays. Then when there's a fifth Sunday in the month, J.R. Woods and his team do praise and worship for both services. And then in the middle of the week, on Wednesday evening, you can visit the Hill on the square in Bolivar at the Bean Restaurant. The doors open at 6, and you can get some coffee or snacks. Then at 7 p.m., the service starts. J.R. Woods and his team do praise and worship there, and that's always great. Our pastor, Bo Norman, delivers powerful messages at the Hill in Stockton and the Hill in Bolivar most of the time. Bo is so anointed, I'm amazed every time I hear him preach. When he's not available at the Hill in Bolivar, Clinton Maples usually pastors, and he is anointed as well. Well, last week I was saying that right after the rapture, we're going to end up in God's throne room right in the middle of chapter 4, 5, and 6 of Revelations. We will be singing and praising God and having a great time. And then we're going to get to see John come in from the past. And then we're going to get to see Jesus start opening the seals of the tribulation. We'll be there for a while, but then we're going to move on to the New Jerusalem. Here's an idea of just how big the New Jerusalem is. If the New Jerusalem was sitting on the United States, it would go from the Canadian border down to the tip of Florida, and from about straight up from Florida across to almost the Rocky Mountains. If it were sitting on the earth, it would go 1,500 miles to the top of it into outer space. And we have satellites flying at about 300 miles. That might give you an idea just about how big this place is. As I understand it, the New Jerusalem is going to hover above where Jerusalem is today. And that's going to be the home of the born-again Christians. And I can hardly wait for that. Revelation 21:14 says, "And the wall of the city had 12 foundations, and in them the names of the 12 apostles of the Lamb were written," I suppose. And I just want to talk about one of the foundations. This city goes up 1,500 miles, and there are 12 foundations. That is 125 miles for each foundation. And in 125 miles, you could have like 10 miles of earth and still have 115 miles of sky to work with. If the New Jerusalem were over the United States, like I said before, in the more toward the East Coast, all the Great Lakes could be on the one level and just take up a little portion of one corner of the first layer. If you were standing on the tip of Florida and could imagine how many cities, lakes, farms, ranches, and so on that there were from that point north to the Canadian border and then west to almost the Rocky Mountains, it's just like being on another planet. Think of how big this first layer is, and then multiply that by 12, and you're going to see that this is a big, big city. And I just wanted you to get an idea of that, and I hope you'll be more forward looking toward being in New Jerusalem in your new mansion or ranch or whatever you want, probably. You need to go to Revelation 21 and check this out for yourself. You may get a good vision of what it's going to be like. Also, Isaiah 24 and Isaiah 60. I don't know about you, but I can hardly wait. You may have noticed that I've been struggling with a little congestion, so please just overlook that. And since I'm supposed to be singing songs, I guess I should probably get started with that. As I think of my loved ones that have gone on, how they led me to receive you in my heart, I can hardly wait till I look upon your face, and I thank you for your amazing grace. Oh, amazing grace, how sweet is the sound that saved a wretch like me. I once was lost, but now I'm found. I was blind, but now I see. As I watch my children raise their hands and praise your name, oh, I realize how truly blessed I am. I can hardly wait till I look upon your face, and I thank you for your amazing grace. Oh, amazing grace, how sweet is the sound that saved a wretch like me. I once was lost, but now I'm found. I was blind, but now I see. As I think of that mansion in the New Jerusalem and spending eternity with you, I can hardly wait till I look upon your face, and I thank you for your amazing grace. Oh, amazing grace, how sweet is the sound that saved a wretch like me. I once was lost, but now I'm found. I was blind, but now I see. I was blind, but now I see. I was blind, but now I see. Been down to Texas, up to Oklahoma, over to Tennessee. Well, I've been around the world and I've seen a lot of places, but there's someplace that I'd rather be. My sweet Jesus, come again, children, Lord, take me by my hand. Tell old Gabriel to blow on his trumpet, 'cause we're headed for the promised land. If the angels can't find me, Lord, when you get here, let me tell you just where I'll be. I'll be down on my knees in my prayer closet praying for some folks like me.
Swing down, sweet chariot, swing down nice and easy. Want to hear that angel band? We're headed for the land of milk and honey. Well, we're headed for the promised land. There was a time my soul lived in darkness and never saw the light of day. Then the love of Jesus came down and saved me, and he washed all my sins away. I remember just when it happened, I was listening to a gospel band. I found Jesus while Elvis was singing, precious Lord, take my hand. I feel so bad when I get to thinking how they nailed you to that cross. But I know that if they hadn't, that whole world would be lost. My sweet Jesus, Lord, I want to thank you personally. When I step into that promised land, that's what I'll do for eternity. Been down to Texas, up to Oklahoma, over to Tennessee. Well, I've been around the world and I've seen a lot of places, but there's some place that I'd rather be. My sweet Jesus, Lord, come get your children. Lord, take me by my hand. Tell old Gabriel to blow on his trumpet, because we're headed for the promised land. If the angels can't find me, Lord, when you get here, let me tell you just where I'll be. I'll be down on my knees in my prayer closet, praying for the folks like me. Swing down, sweet chariot, swing down nice and easy. I want to hear that angel band. We're headed for the land of the milk and honey. Well, we're headed for the promised land. Come on, Gabriel, blow that trumpet. I'll sing for kings or for paupers, or I'll sing only for thee. Any way you want me, my sweet Jesus, that's how I will be. I'll live in a cave or a mansion or in a castle down by the sea. Any way you want me, my sweet Jesus, that's how I will be. My life is in your hands. You're the potter, I'm the clay. Jesus, just take me. Lord, please make me any way you want me to be. I'll be a mighty warrior, or gentle as a breeze. Any way you want me, my sweet Jesus, that's how I will be. I will be.
There's just one important thing you have to remember, and that is you must be born again, and everything will be fine. Well, if you've been blessed by this program and would like to keep it on the air, please let us know by contacting The Hill at 404 Morgan Drive in Stockton, Missouri, 65785, and make your checks payable to The Hill for Larry Wood's radio program. And I thank you very much. Remember this, keep looking up, keep praising God, because Jesus is coming soon.